Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. I go up. My side.
Going right back to Scattergood. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Yellow. I go up. My side.
No throw, 3rd and long. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with them. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
We'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Offense to the line. Here we go.
Let's go.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds Mims. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's a good-looking play by the Notre Dame rookie. Gets him a 1st down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yeah, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Crosses midfield, still going. Down the sideline, inside the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Armadillos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the...
Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season. But for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
180!
Scatterboo now from the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Yellow!
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Yellow! Let's go on! Hey, 57, 57!
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last half, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra, block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 6-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Yellow!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
It's Scatterboo on 3rd. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Mahomes to throw for it. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. No, by the way, if you stop once, and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Goes to the hurry up here. Harvey once more. This certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Jalen Hicks on the stop. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going for this. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And that is a touchdown. The Armadillos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
You're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2.
Bronco switch.
The offense will line up for a 2-point
Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Fall these two.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running with Scannaboo. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. Brought in downfield by Otten.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's good. Kansas City Chiefs.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Has it in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get their first point of this game just before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Chiefs 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out.
Let's go now. Cowboy in.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. Got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw. He put everything he's got behind it. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. Pass complete. Screen play. As we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First down.
43! 43!
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I don't need to. Where's that?
The Scatterboo here on the ground. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Yellow! 180! Where's that?
They'll air it out on third. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
Yellow! Hey, color! I've got blue, lady! Where's that?
Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Giving this to Harvey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got it in the red zone. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Armadillos take a 13-point lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Extra point try now from Lutz. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Armadillos 21, Chiefs 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scatterboo. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. All right, short of the marker for the Maulers, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Finds a man right side. And this one does not go far. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. Cut out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I don't need to.
Another throw for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, it is to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Now it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had enough. You still feel paralyzed above. Friends just having kids ain't had enough. Still used to having a world with no love.
Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for 2.
Attack, attack!
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. He reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
Chiefs 15. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return as this bounces through the end zone. for a
First
touchback.
down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
They've got a man in motion. Hill finds his back. Harvey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going left side. Here's Harvey. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Armadillos up by 6. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. And he has this down to the 34. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a first down.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down very close to that first, but it looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it at the 7. He will have the first down there. And they can start celebrating now. That's going to lock up this victory for them. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. Makes the catch. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scores a touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.